You know when you forget to start the camera and I'm not actually sure where I stopped it? Well, just gonna put these back in for a second, and just to make sure, I thought I'd started it. Do you think Hello! So today it's going to be something different, a new type of paint, which not really new, it's actually very, very old. And so we're going to talk about it today. Today we're going to look at Kissho Paints for painting. It's what, they're called the auspicious, with the auspicious colors. So these are extremely expensive for reasons that we're going to get into. This is set 1. I have set 2 is on the way. I'm still waiting for it, but I decided to start filming this part first so I can get some trial error out of the way, so that when set 2 comes, maybe I'll have a little bit of experience with these. So if you have been watching me painting on my channel and hear me talking about paints, you know that I like Gouache. So Gouache comes in these pans. Usually there's a few brands that make it. I have some Boko Undos, but I have every single color of the Kuretake Gouache. It was the first paint. I don't like watercolor, but I love Gouache. And Gouache is very different. It's stickier, it's glossier, it shades over itself. It is an amazing paint that I completely fell in love with because I decided to take a watercolor class to try out to be a Gouache class instead. A glazing Gouache class by Bryce Co. And I really fell in love with this paint. I love using it. I have travel sets of this. I have every single color, like I said, with Kuretake Gouache. And I picked up the Boko Undo dark graphite colors. I have the Kuretake graphite, but these were a little bit different, and I really like the colors. But as I was learning more about these, so they tend to be, these are a little bit gummier. If you were to pull these out, these would almost be like putty. And traditionally, Gouache was used for underpainting. It's pre-mixed paints. They use amino binder. They use traditional colors. Kuretake claims that some of their colors are vegan. You'll have to look. They do have pigment information on their website. But Gouache tends to use animal glue. Some of the pigments come from animals, and it's something very important to know when you're looking at traditional color sets of any paint type from Japan, Korea, or what have you. So if you are worried about animal parts being used in your paints, that is something to consider. But Gouache traditionally was used for underpainting, but in recent years it has become popular for pop art, comic art, and all things of those nature. And so it's become useful in its own. So instead of underpainting for what was called Iwa-e-nogu, Iwa-e-nogu, and I want to thank to Saved by Sadie, who wrote this all out on her blog, or Sadie Saves the Day, Saved by Sadie. Sadie Saves the Day, and I will link down to her below. I love watching her stuff, and she wrote this all out on her blog. Which I reference all the time because it's all in one place and easy to find and well written. And I'll link that below as well. But Iwa-e-nogu is basically really expensive pigments. You buy just the pigment sticks themselves, and you have to mix the paint yourself. And so that is the type paint. These paints for painting are actually Sui-e-nogu, which is the pigments, but already mixed with water. They still need to be mixed and set up, but they are extremely expensive. So these, each set is about $120 to $150. If you were to go, Kissho also sells Gansai. I don't have any of their Gansai. I've seen reviews of it, but I already have all the Kuretake, so maybe if I found a color that I didn't have, I'd pick some up, but I haven't seen it. But they make lots of Gansai sets, but they also make the Suinogu and then the Iwanogu pigment sets. The Iwanogu is really expensive. You're looking at hundreds of dollars for those. These are kind of like the mid-range. They've already had some combinations going, but they're missing one important element, which is the glue. So in some of the smaller sets, you can actually get like a 12 set or an 18 set of these. They actually sell the little bottle of glue to help you mix these. Or you can buy the little bottle of glue separately. And I looked at buying it and I decided not to, because I decided to see if I could try these with my gunk. And so I'm going to go a little bit more into my gunk recipe as well as mixing a bit more up. But you do have to mix with these. They warn you. I'll get into the other set of paint that I ordered. Where both Kissho and that company contacted me via email to say, hey, do you really want these? We would like you not to want to return them, because Americans tend to not understand other countries' paint types, and they'll buy these and not know what's going on and be very disappointed. I have no plans to return these because I'm excited for something like this. It comes with a color sheet. All the names are in Japanese. They do write them out in Romanji. So Shinsha is cinnabar. So these are like very classic pigments. They've already had the water and some of the other elements added. The only thing they're missing is the glue. And I could put the glue in and dry them in pans. I'm going to use them wet here. We'll see how that goes. Like I said, there is a second set coming. This is just set one. And like most Japanese color sets, they're muted. There's some very interesting colors. There's no pigment information on these. Because I don't know how much mixing I'm going to have to do. I'm going to get some of my little applicators here to use. We'll kind of go over. So let's start with gunk, which I think I'm going to need more on this. So let's talk about that. First thing I want to talk about is binding. So these don't have the binder, and that's what the glue is. And glue is a bunch of different things. It comes in liquid forms. You could probably add some kind of glue. They use an animal glue, but I have this. This is what I use for binder when I'm mixing pigments. It is actually gum arabic. Now gum arabic you can also buy liquid already, but you can also buy gum arabic really cheaply in your grocery store, usually in the baking aisle. You can buy, so this is actually food grade, and when you mix it with water it turns brown, and you want to dissolve it in water, and it also comes very kind of viscousy. Like you can see how weirdly suspended it is in there. So I have my gum arabic, and while they tell you never to mix acrylic stuff because acrylic stuff, you know, will make things act differently, I found I really like to do that. And so in my gunk I always put blending gel, and I have some Fokker blending gel here that I need to use up. I also, so this is from Holbein. Holbein also you can get the glue from as well, but this is actually oxgall, which when you're painting with watercolor or Gansai, putting a little bit of this in the water will help the flow of it. Again, this is an animal product, so just be aware that that is a thing. And then I like to use a retardant for mold, and so, sorry, let's see what things are. And so tea tree oil, and so this is what is in my gunk. like this are just so nice. But you just mix the crap out of it. There you go, gunk. Sometimes I add a little bit of this to my wet palettes. I have added this directly to paint before, both gouache and acrylic. I've added this to my water. And with how much I'm going to need, I'm not really sure. I don't think I'll need a lot. I am going to switch to a slightly smaller brush for swatching. And I have palettes for all the colors that I have my book. So I guess first we're going to set up the books.
Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Flashing red lights, driving at night, windowless ride, feeling alive. Nothing in sight, forever in flight. Follow those lines, we'll make it this time. Blurry street lights, work as a guide to memories that we're making tonight. Oh yeah, we'll make it tonight. Yeah. I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I got nothing left to prove. No end in sight, just always staying on the move. I'll go all night if that's just what I gotta do. Life's too short to care about what you can't afford. Memories are in what you explore, so just don't be ignored. Go ask for more, go ask for more. Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? I'm in a race that everybody's chasing fast. They wanna be that someone on the screen at last. They ain't looking inside for their needs in life. They wanna be liked by everybody in sight. But trust me, being free ain't spotlights. No, it's long nights and it's long fights with yourself all the time to get your mind right. But if you put in the work, you can find the light, alright. I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I got nothing left to prove. No end in sight, just always staying on the move. I'll go all night if that's just what I gotta do. Life's too short to care about what you can't afford. Memories are in what you explore, so just don't be ignored. Go ask for
On the road to nowhere. Try to stop, but I don't know it. On the road to nowhere. I try to stop, but I don't know where. Hit the gas and don't stop. There's too much traffic in this town. On the road to nowhere, to nowhere.
In the well I dug myself, 'cause I fell under that spell. And the fireflies in the sky spelled my name in lights. All the hope I just can't see while I'm hurting and bleeding. But the help is on its way, way too late. I will survive. I will find a lifeline. I will survive. And you'll beg yourself to see me one more time. days that I can't see, the forest for the trees, in the hours I spend alone, searching for my home, all the hungry nights awake, where my tears are all I taste, and the help is on its way, way too late. I will survive. I will find a lifeline. I will survive. And you'll beg yourself to see me. You'll beg yourself to see me. You'll beg yourself to see me one last time.
I had no home to rely on, driving around in a passenger van, dreaming of when I'd ever begin to start my life. That's when I moved to the city to be on the stage, but the curtain had closed. You walked in the room, and that's when I knew that I was home, and my life will begin. Didn't believe it was true till I met somebody. I met somebody like you. Had no direction to move till I met somebody. I met somebody like you. You took a flight from the desert to take up a room with a mutual friend. Couches and wine and everything's fine. Just one day at a time, and it gets you by. I didn't believe it was true till I met somebody. I met somebody like you. Had no direction to move till I met somebody. I met somebody like you. Somebody like you. Somebody like you. I was just fading away till I met you. I was just notes on a page till I met you. I never imagined the day when I'd meet somebody like you. Couldn't believe it was true till I met somebody. I met somebody like you. Somebody like you. Somebody like you. I didn't believe it was true till I met somebody.
sun sets down over the hill where the lost got found. Reaching through somehow. Oh, you're an island when the world is too loud.
Hey, so wow, these are just awesome. It's really, I can't. I mean, look at these colors. Look at how brilliant and deep and just varied they are. And even the reds with similar shades just have different depths that are just really cool. And what I'm going to do, so I have all the colors here. And then my little one. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let those dry in there so that I can test them out dried. And which was going to take a while because of the solution, but that's okay. I'll do that, and then when set 2 comes, I'll swatch the rest and get the rest in there to dry, and then we'll look at doing some kind of painting with this. But this is really cool, so stay tuned for the second set. This is set number 1 that I swatched earlier. They have since dried. I have been using them, and they've re-wet beautifully, and they just look beautiful in these palettes I put them in. Obviously, I could have put them in pans and what have you, but this has actually been great. And I have 2 more of these, or I have another one here. I'm going to go ahead and fill this up, even though this one's spilled over a little bit, but I'm going to fill up the rest of these and this one today as I make the paint. This is set number 2. Finally came. It took probably a couple more months and a few more emails promising I really did want these. They're still good, right? Okay. So I have these, and I have what color they are in my book. The first swatch, of course, that is this page here. So these are the colors in the first set, so I know what colors they are based on where they're at. Here and then here. Ending with Yoko here. But so I know what order they're in, and I'm going to do the same thing here, and I have a page ready to go for set 2. And I'm going to start with this and then move to the second one of these.
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life, have to be a better me. I don't think that my head's on straight, gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an x-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel weight pushing on my chest and it squeezes till I suffocate. Better change my mindset, meditate. It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. I'm kinda stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do I work hard or live at my pace? You're only young once, yeah that's all great, but I also want a future where I'm okay. Living life is doing lots of cocaine. Wait no, it's living with no shame. Wait no, it's sleeping in on Sundays. I guess it's different for each of us and that's okay. Well I just wanna be happy, how to get there? Glad that you asked me. I think it's different for everyone. Some of us need work, others need fun. Some of us need purpose to overcome. But try to do what you love when it's said and done. Cause there's so many differences in each of us. Trust your gut, it can show you what you want. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray,
sights to see, rolling hills or city streets, ocean to ocean and all in between. It's out there just waiting on you and me. Take it in, we got no plans. Good things come to those who can. Live moment to moment and all in between. It's out there just waiting on you and me. So look alive, 'cause while I was waiting for you, paradise is on the other side of the road. We don't know, taking a long way. You and I were born to roll.
I'm forever here to hold your hand. Oh, 10 million suns across the sky won't outshine my love for you. Fire in the dark with a blinding light won't outshine my love for you. Ooh, oh, oh.
Okay, so I made some compromise. I had that spill over with the yellow, so I just sucked it up and put the white in there. And then here is the entire color palette. So lots of browns and reds, some greens, some really pretty blues, and a lot of pastels. That better. So what'll happen is if I leave these be with the cover on, they'll dry like these ones did, and you can see, like, depends on the liquid and everything like that, how much. Some of them spitty the water that's in the tube, because these are pre-wet, pre-crushed, came out, but it's just water pretty much. So that'll dry, and we'll dry to nice watercolors. So let's see. But I did miscount, so I did need that one. But yeah, and then I'll have this key here in this.
One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration, and if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.